I'm not a scientist. I'm not an expert in footballs. I'm not an expert in football measurements.
I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting in the air. I expect when I show up.
I can't put on the football. It's so goddamn hard about holding on to it.
Think about
Introducing Mike Cash Collins and Scott Stagg Simpson as the Fantasy Millionaires.
What's up?
Hey. Scott Fishbowl today. How's it going, brother? 12, by the way. Scott Fishbowl 12.
Scott Fishbowl 12. I'm finally part of the cool kids.
Yeah, you're certified, you're authenticated, you're a real boy now in the fantasy football world. Congratulations, sir.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the Fantasy Millionaires to both be in Scott Fish. So you don't have to talk about it on the show, and I have to just, start looking. Yeah, start looking at the next topic.
Yeah, just rolling your eyes in the back of your sunglasses. No one can see what you're doing. You're kind of sleeping through those segments. So, no, I'm so excited you're in. And, shout out to Scott Fish and Ryan. I mean, those guys are just crushing it. Every year they do so much work to raise money for charity to bring more people in. This year, I've not donated yet. The goal is for us as a family, and we haven't set it up yet because it's been a crazy summer, but to donate through Hope for Henry. So we like to give our donations to Hope for Henry. They're an organization that helps kids with cancer. Particularly, they help my family, and my wife volunteers, and we're part of the parent organization on the board. So we love to give to that group of people because they love kids so much. So we'll do that. The show will do that. We donated, I think, $100 last year. I think we're going to do $200 this year, or maybe we did $200 last year. Maybe we'll do like $300, $400. I don't know, but we're going to do that. We raised over $550 for Hope for Henry earlier this spring when we ran our 5K. So that's what we're about. Anything for you particularly that you're looking to give mission wise? We all have our areas that we love and kids that we want to care for.
Yeah, I don't. I don't have anything. Maybe I'll just do Hope for Henry. I don't have any particular cause that really thinking about. So I know that they've been really cool. All the stuff they did for your family. Were they the ones that got the caps to come to your house?
Yeah, they were.
That's so crazy. Not the caps, but what was it? They got
a capital would have come if it wouldn't have been COVID. So he sent a video during lockdown. Okay. No, they weren't even playing hockey when they came, but the people came from Hope for Henry. They set up a huge display in the backyard. We have a bunch of caps, gear, balloons, food. We did a video, and then later on the next year, we were invited down to the Caps. I think the Caps versus the Penguins to see them live with London. Her video was played up on the big screen. It was already tweeted out by the Caps. It was already on lots of social medias previously, but they showcased her and our family, and she sat there and waved and everything. So, Hope for Henry, an amazing organization working to pair people, particularly families of children and hospitals, to be able to care for people in that time of need. So, we love them so much.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do Hope for Henry. So
I love it. It's all tax deductible too. And you don't have to give to Hope for Henry. If you're out there listening, you can give to Fantasy Cares too. Go to Fantasy Cares. It'll be linked down there on scottfish.com. Put in Scott Fish into the Google machine. It'll break the Google machine. It always does. It is hot. It's on Twitter trending all the time. Scott Fishbowl 12. We are an imprint on the fantasy football landscape, and I'm so excited that you're a part of it. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get into the nitty gritty. And I've got a new little toy here. It's my Stream Deck. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to tweet out the show. Just gave me a check mark from our account. I'm going to tweet out the show from my account. Ooh, that worked as well. And now I'm going to see if I can. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Share my screen and pull up what I have here. And that's not a button push yet. But maybe it will be. And I'll learn how to do that soon. But right now I'm just going to share my screen. Yes. So let's talk a little Scott Fish. and let's pull up your team. And you're about to pick, aren't you?
I'm about to pick. Yeah.
You're on the clock. So let's kind of review where you've been so far. And we're going to put your little name in here. And if you don't know, this is my partner at the Ralph Macho.
That's me.
There he is right there. And then you push go. And this is made by Josh ADHD on Twitter. He's awesome. I love him. This is your team. Let's see if we can zoom in a little more and get a little closer for the people and see what we're working with here. Oh, yeah, make it big for the people. It's got to refresh. Okay. All right. Walk us through where you're at right now. From stem to stern, you're in round 14. My team is done. We'll hit my team up after this. But kind of break down where you're at, where you're headed, and what you're thinking right now.
I am on the clock. So we're going to make a live pick on the show right before we got on these microphones here. My group chat was OTCing me on the clock, Ralph Macho.
Hey, how you doing?
It's been 4 hours, bro. Make your pick.
I did that the other day too.
Yeah. I don't know. So there's I've told you about this before. I don't know how it's all set up, the way that he breaks down the little, divisions.
Right.
Because there's Mexico City, Copenhagen, Denmark. So I think there's somebody in the league that's I think that's how Scott Fish did it, is one of these people in each of the separate leagues in the division, because they're all international. I think, there's like Vienna, Austria. So there's somebody in here, and that's why we're in round 14, is because we just, we got through the first few rounds fast, and then it was just like people were, going to bed, and somebody is making their picks at like 2 a.m. And I'm assuming that's the Copenhagen person. And so we are slow. I hope we finish drafting before the season starts.
You're leaking oil. You're leaking oil, man.
Yeah. So, this is my squad. Again, first Scott Fish. I'm a total newbie, and the Scott Fish is it's legendary for bringing the fantasy community together. It's legendary for what it does in terms of actually helping various charities. And it's legendary for some of the weird things about the scoring system. So it's double QB. So you can put you can put a QB in. You can start 2 QBs. There's a rush on QBs in the first 2 rounds, and if you don't get somebody, you're short, because you're
right. You're out.
Yeah, you're going to end up with Gardner Minshew as your second quarterback.
Flacco, Vince Lindsay. Sorry,
Flacco, is he still in the league?
He's a backup. Yeah, he's a backup.
Where's he a backup at? Denver?
I think it's Philadelphia. I think he's like.
Oh, is he in Philly? Okay.
Yeah. I'm just my friend Lindsay. She loves Joe Flacco. All things Joe Flacco. She has a little Lindsay OK on Twitter. She's a little Joe Flacco jersey for her little dog, for her little tiny cutie little dog. So I just had to bring up Joe Flacco, since who's going to do that these days? He's still in the NFL. It's wild.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's the bomb job, dude. 3rd string quarterback.
Right.
So I got JT. Very excited about that. The running backs are strong. This is a robust RB draft. So
big balls you're going to be carrying into the end zone with these guys.
So you can see, Zeke goes in the 5th round because of the way. Also, tight ends are valued in this league. They get so it's half point PPR, but tight ends apparently get a full point. So,
Right. Makes sense.
so I'm always, the only guy I'm going to draft tight end wise mad early is Travis Kelce. It's so safe and secure. So didn't get him. So went with the robust RB strategy. And
Be happy or not happy or using you as a video prompt or something. We'll talk about it.
So here I am now, round 14. I got 3 beautiful RBs, and I'd say my receiving core is pretty strong. I got AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, and based on my partner's love, pulled the trigger in round 13 on Jalen Tolbert. So, yeah, we're
Eskimo brothers.
We're Eskimo brothers.
Bo has him too. So all 3 of us are Jalen Eskimo brothers. I love it.
So next pick, guess who is available? And I'll give you some other names, but okay. I don't think you're gonna want to hear anything else. Round 14. Again, we're throwing darts here, but
of course.
Marlon Mack's available. So do I need to say anything else, or do you want to hear some other names?
Well, I'm dabbling in not just jumping into the first pool I see, because other pools could be cooler, but I want to hear the options.
Okay. DJ Chark still out there. Devontae Parker is still out there. Mecole Hardman. Let's see. AJ Green, JD McKissick.
No, Marlon Mack attack all over this stack.
Let's see what QBs we got. We got Geno Smith, Mitch Trubisky, Marcus Mariota. I am thin at QB.
I'm only going 2. I'm only doing 2. I only did 2.
You're only doing 2?
Yeah, I only rolled with 2.
Okay.
And here's what you can do. If you want to see how far off you are on UR, what I love about this tool that he has is you can go to ADP and just go right down and look and see, where Marlon Mack is. Actually, go right to Mack. So let's just see where is he being drafted, right? So that's a key thing. There was a feature on here for that. RB. Hold on. As you can see, I do this all the time. So where's he being drafted? Marlon Mack. If you go down,
ADP is 152, and whatever this, I don't know what the rank is. Is this a Scott Fish rank?
This is how he's being drafted in Scott Fish right now. He's being drafted as RB 48. So where is he in your draft right now? Like, what was the last RB? Like, what number was it?
I don't know.
Gone, Henderson's gone, Gainwell's gone.
All right, I'll look at the grid. Hold on, let's see here.
The grid is sexy. If you don't want to know what the grid is, the grid looks like this. I'm not sure if it changed it. Let me see.
Yeah, there's been the last few rounds they're just running on the the backups. You got round 12. It starts with Alexander. Yeah, round 11, Kenneth Gainwell. Buffalo, James Cook, Ramondre Stevenson. That's a good late value grab. Yeah. That was in the 11th. Okay, 12th, Alexander Madison, Ronald Jones, Rashad White, and then I think that's how you say his name. Then round 13, Nyheim Hines, Gus Edwards, Pierce. Who's that?
He's Houston's rookie running back.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this is who Marlon Mack's going to be battling with.
Yes.
Michael Carter in the 14th, James Robinson, Darrell Henderson. Is it Isaiah Spiller?
Yeah.
And then whatever his name is, Algier.
I think you have to go Mac. If all those guys are gone, Mac, that's in a really good position for you to Mac attack. That's just
I'm gonna Mac attack it right now. We're doing it live on the show. Mac attack. Here we go. Yeah, because I only have 3 running backs. So,
well, you're gonna make me happy because now I can show you my team, and I might have Marlon Mack on my team already. So, that could be something. I'm not saying it is. We'll have just to see.
double Eskimo brothers. I did it.
El Double, I love it. Here's you. We're gonna go to me now because enough of you. Now it's time for me. Me. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so I'll break down my team. It's standard. Scottfish 22. Everyone knows you got to be ready to go 22. Because that's how deep Scottfish, goes. But with that being said, I went Joe Burrow, and then Jamar Chase was available to me as a stack attack in round 2. I went with it just for the upside. And here's what I want to say about Scottfish. You're not going to win Scottfish. I'm not going to win Scottfish, right? But if you have a chance, you've got to think about the playoffs as DFS style because you get 1 week to win, to get the highest score, to be in the next bracket, to be in the top 10%, whatever it is, to advance, just to be able to be in these different rounds.
Explain it, because I don't know.
I think a lot of people make the first round of the playoffs, and then to win, to advance to the semifinals, because I think there's 3 rounds, whatever it is, 4 rounds. You have to be in like the top 10% or something.
All right. Well, let me ask something real quick. So, is it just like, the top 6 teams make it from your 12-team league?
I don't even remember how many made it. A lot of people made it. Like it was, like a lot. Almost everybody who was above 500 was in the playoffs. So you have a good chance of making the playoffs, but it doesn't mean anything. So with that being said, that's why I went more upside. I'd rather splash with Jamar and Joe Burrow, and then I think they'll be steady all year too. But that weekly upside is there that you're looking at because
one more playoff question. All right, so it's based on your score. So, like, I've seen people brag that they won Scott Fish. Is that like out of the thousands of people playing Scott Fish? I mean, like
one person's gonna win Scott Fish. That's it.
There's only one. It's not like based on your division. You don't win that
division. Yeah, you could win your division or whatever, but it doesn't, like, the winner of Scott Fish is a very select few. I don't even know who they all are. I know that Mike Clay, who works for ESPN, was the very first Scott Fish Bowl winner, though. So hey, how about that? He didn't work for ESPN, but it's nice to have in the little back pocket of I've been tried and true in this industry. I mean, not that he hasn't, but I mean in the sub industry of just the common people. Which Scott Fish, man, he's the king of them. Just somebody who loves fantasy football, who put his mind to it, and just created such a great community. So
if you win Scott Fish, you how many people are in Scott Fish? Like
3,000 something. I don't know.
So you're a Highlander. Like there can be only one.
There can be only one.
Yes, oh my gosh! Because I think I've seen somebody just like a random, just regular fantasy football player brag that they won Scott Fish before.
Yeah. I'm not going to say this. A couple years ago when I was in it, it was like 800 people, Scott Fish Bowl 9 or something. Not that it's not impressive, which it certainly is if you win that. But if you're winning, I think Kevin Tompkins last year was like almost won it. He works.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you never know. You never know what's going to happen. The guy I was on a cooking show, Cooking with Sven, he said he was top 5 all year until he blew up in the last round of the playoffs. So you just never know because there's a tracker that keeps track once the season starts of everybody's ranking and how many points you have and where you are. So it's all there. It's like not open source, but it's kind of, it is kind of like the same thing we're looking at right now. I'm not sure if Josh does it or someone else does it. So that's how it kind of goes. If you're lucky enough to get to the playoffs, you just want to start your best guys, as Pete Overzet would say. Play your best plays. So that's what I went with for my build. I started, like I said, with the Cincinnati connection, but then I needed another quarterback. So I'm not in love with Tua, but I'm in love with his weapons. So if you've got Hill, Waddle, Chase Edmonds out of the backfield, combine that with Gesicki, and then Cedric Wilson coming in. I like that. I think that helps to be more effective. And I think it was between him, Justin Fields. I just couldn't pull the trigger on Justin Fields.
No way.
I just couldn't do it yet. I need somebody who's a little bit more steady. But anyway, we'll see if that blows up on my face or not. After that, man, I went a little wide receiver happy. I got a running back in there too, but I went Mike Evans. I think he's going to be a monster, like an absolute monster this year. I think
he's a monster every year.
He's like a super monster because you've got no Gronk right now. You've got no, Chris Godwin or Godchriswin, as the kids say. So you've got him, Russell Gage, and who else? So he's the number one bona fide red zone target immediately. He's probably going to get 3 or 4 a week. So I'll take 60, 70 red zone targets. Holy shit, I'll take that to the bank. So I love Mike Evans. I just want to put my flag. And like you said, this is what I like about this. The Scott Fish makes you get in there and get dirty and start making decisions about players and evaluating and thinking. Even if you adjust your ranks later and change it all up, that's fine. This just gets you in the game, which I really love. It makes you sharp, and it helps you see what other people are thinking. People are revealing their hands. You can go search any fantasy analyst and look at their team. You can go find somebody you love. They'll be in here probably, and you can look and see what their thinking is. So
one of our favorite people is Sal Vetri.
Love Sal.
And yeah, he's so great. I mean, follow him on Twitter. If you want to get good at fantasy, follow Sal Vetri. He just always is blessing your timeline with nuggets. And the other day, he put a tweet up. He's doing this on the regular. He has his own Discord. I mean, he's awesome.
He's the best.
He had a tweet that was just like 5 simple fantasy cheat codes, and it's just like, red zone opportunity.
Made me smile because I thought about this team. I went a little unconventional next. I went Breece Hall over Zeke, and the reason I went Breece Hall over Zeke, and I also got Michael Carter later, I got all the Jets touches in the backfield, which I think is going to be over 450 this year, combined pass attempts and rush attempts. I think they're not going to be getting their doors blown off as much. And if they are, I've got both running backs. So any of those PPR points, I could gobble them up. But I like Breece Hall. His comp on Player Profiler, is, do you know who it is?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor, right. Jonathan, I like that guy a lot. So this is a one-year wonder. I don't need him for my whole career. This isn't Dynasty. So we'll roll the dice. RB17. I think he can do it. I think if he doesn't do it, I got Michael Carter as well there. But what do you think about Breece Hall this year?
I mean, I'm probably I wanted to draft him and I got sniped because you were ahead of me and you drafted him, and I was wanting to experience at least a share of him. But I will say that I don't know in regular for money leagues that I play in where I'm falling
to the year of our Lord.
Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm falling on him yet. I mean, this is Scott Fish. We're in July. I need a lot more information on him before I'm rolling the dice with actual, my money that I'm trying to, make money with so that I can pay Scott Fish.
Right. Exactly. Well, I want him to fall in our redraft league. If he falls to the 6th round or something, even here to the 5th round, because it's double QBs, you're kind of getting 2 QBs out of the way. So after that, wide receivers, sexy wide receivers do not just fall into your lap, but they do. I got Mike Williams. I got Darnell Mooney. What do you think about Mooney this year? He had 140 targets last year, 140 something targets last year.
So weird. That offense was so weird.
No Allen Robinson. Well, I mean, he was there, but he was a ghost.
Yeah. Is Matt Nagy still the head coach?
Fired.
He got fired. Okay. Who's the head coach?
I I should look and see.
Yeah.
Different person for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, yeah, Darnell Mooney kind of blew my mind last year.
Matt Elberfus.
Who's that?
He's a new
Elberfus? That's his name?
Yeah, Elberfus. Elberflus.
Elberfus.
Eberflus.
I can't spell.
Eberflus. I don't know. I should see how it's pronounced. Yeah, he's building around Justin Fields.
Good.
Our quarterback. I like that. He's just getting settled into his new role. I don't know much about him. I'll have to do some learning. Here's what I liked about Darnell Mooney when I was drafting him. It's his athleticism. It's his upside. And at wide receiver 27, oh my goodness, he was like wide receiver 23 last year. So I felt that the discount really, I had to take it. You know, it wasn't like I was reaching for Mooney or I was like over evaluating him. He did great stuff with, you know, not a lot of great passes from lots of different quarterbacks. So, yeah, I think.
No, I mean your wide receivers are strong, man. I mean that's your wide receiver 4. You know,
Right,
we skimmed by Mike Williams. He was in that Salvetri tweet. He, you know, when they talked about red zone opportunities, he used Mike Williams as his example.
Yes,
so
I think I retweeted.
yeah,
I love it. And then we talk about my running back by discount after this, right? Then I just went after running backs. I paired up Mike Gesicki with Tua because, you know, stack attack. You got to do that. You know, not in regular redraft, by the way. I don't do that in all redraft. That's not my evaluation purposes. But in this, I'll do it. We'll see how Tua and Gesicki can ride out a week or two, win in the playoffs, hopefully. But I've got Damian Harris, James Cook, Ronald Jones, Michael Carter, Marlon Mack, and then Snoop Connor.
Who is Snoop Connor? There's a guy in the league named Snoop.
Yeah, Snoop.
Yes,
I love Snoop. I had to get
Snoop.
shares of Snoop. So he'll be around in the 20th, 21st, 22nd league. Here's who he is. Here's why you should know about Snoop, right? He was drafted in the 5th round, I believe, by Jacksonville this year. So you go, okay, not the best, but they need a running back. They do need a running back because your boy, James Robinson, undrafted free agent, breakout star of 2020, he tore his Achilles last December.
Tore his Achilles. It was an Achilles.
Yeah.
I forget. I already forget all these things.
Yes.
I thought it was an Achilles, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
Achilles are the ultimate worst injury in all of sports, really. You know.
Raheem Mostert hurt his Achilles, and then the next year, I believe, he hurt his knee on the first game of the season. So they just hurts your whole structure of your leg and how you run and how you move and the strength of it and the stability of it. It's not good. So, but with that being said, Travis Etienne, who's going off the board in the 4th round of a lot of these drafts, a 3rd round of some, he's coming off an ACL, right? So the Jags said we need another running back just to make sure we're good. And so, you know, James Robinson, is not going to be back to start the season. He might not be back. You know, he's on the PUP list. He's going to be put on the PUP list at least the first 6-7 games. Snoop's got a chance to be in Snoop, right? So, I mean, what can you do? 20th round of Scott Fish. You're not going to use it all the time, but, you know, Snoop could see some goal line work. You know, Snoop can put it down. So, Snoop's got good hands, too, out of the backfield. They love Snoop. They can't stop Snoop. So, Jacksonville, people, you got to think about how they were sucky last year. It's a new regime, right? Urban Meyer is with his wife and kids now, like he always wanted. So that's my thought. And then I just went ham on late round wide receivers. Speaking of
Urban Meyer's hitting up those Tuesday Applebee's.
Oh man, eating good in the neighborhood.
The $5 apps.
Hey Laura, come on over here. Mr. Meyer, I'm working. My name is not Laura.
Yeah.
Laura! Man, he was getting handsy in those pictures when he was in that bar. They were not good. They were not.
That guy had just a legendary, horrible. I mean, it just what a just complete debacle he was.
He kicked the kicker.
He kicked a kicker.
He went over to him in warm-ups, talked some shit, and kicked him.
Yeah, and like, you know, like that stuff flies in the 80s, you know, like apparently in the 80s, like that's what you did. Like
Right.
they beat up punters all the time. Like it was just like fun, you know, but things have changed. Like the league has evolved, you know. Yeah, I you know, and nowadays, man, like I think it's Sebastian Maniscalco. He has a bit about just like you know, you just never know nowadays, like who you're tangling with, because there's so many people who have like secret, you know, MMA jiu-jitsu skills. So Urban Meyer better watch out, you know.
Keep your hands to yourself, Urban. That would be my. He's married too.
Yeah.
Urban. Well, with that being said, I do think there's value for Snoop if you're in later rounds. He's not going to be drafted in your redraft league, and he'll probably be a waiver wire pickup a couple weeks in, maybe week 3, week 4. People will be like, okay, you got a touchdown the first week, whatever, blah, blah. You know. So just keep your eye on him. He's not something on the radar, but he could become available and maybe useful if ETN is hurt at all. But I loaded up on wide receivers after I got Marlon Mack. And, you know, I got Tolbert as well. We talked about that. KJ Osborne. You know what? I am a huge fan of the Vikings offense with O'Connell going to be leading instead of Mike Zimmer, who's fired. He can go to a old supermodel lady that he's with on Instagram, his Instagram bae. He can go spend time with her on her, you know, yacht or whatever she's got. I don't know. Because even last year with him, they had the third most points, fantasy football points, the things that matter, the things you're chasing in fantasy football, 2 wide receivers. So, you know, first, you know, obviously you had the outstanding, incredible Cooper Kupp led Rams. They were number 1.
Right. He comes from the Rams, though. O'Connell, is that right? Where's he come from?
I do believe so. Let me check and see where he comes from. Yeah. Okay. O'Connell.
I think he comes from the Rams. Was he OC?
Yes.
He was OC for the Rams.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The Super Bowl winning Rams.
Yes. The ones that just won. Yes, he is. That's correct. Accurate. I'm just making sure here. I'm betting it. I'm like the Joe Rogan guy, you know, on the Joe Rogan show.
Jamie.
I'm being the Jamie. But I got to do said. And I'm not gonna be able to do it on here to show you because we're in a limited format right now, but I can push button touch all of our tweets to come, which we're going to do in a minute because we're going to do 3 tweets because we always do. But KJ Osborne has a real chance this year to eclipse what he did last year. And last year, he's getting you fantasy football points 8 to 10 a game on average, with some blow-up games, you know, really spiking the numbers up. But I do think he can be viable in this offense when they're going to throw more. And they got Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Oh, my goodness. Those guys are taking coverage away from him for sure. And he can break it downfield. He's got fast jet-like speed. So love Osborne. And then I had to go Nico Collins because I do think Houston has a great growth opportunity this year to be better. Davis Mills' second year. And Nico Collins is a big man. He's in the big man's club. He's big. I think when we talk about his hands, is his the hands that are huge?
No, I don't think that was. I forget who we were talking about. Jalen Tolbert's got the 10-inch hands.
He's got the 10-inch hands. Okay, all right. Yeah. But Nico Collins is a big wide receiver. He's a big body.
Let me look up Nico Collins. Let me see.
Yeah, put him in the player
6'4", yeah.
He's a big boy. I like that in that offense.
6'4", 215. Yeah, that's my kind of wide receiver right there.
Yeah, he's like, you know, like you're kind of guy. You're
those are my favorite kind of guys.
Right, big guy. You know, big hands.
Big guy, 4.45 40.
Oh, I love this. It gets better, right? I mean, I love Brandon Cooks here, but what a great value. I got him at, let me just check it out, wide receiver 74. KJ Osborne, by the way, wide receiver 69. Yeah. That was good too. Paris Campbell, Sammy Watkins is going to have a crazy week 1. Always start Sammy Watkins.
Right.
And then week 17, last week of the season. So I got him for weeks. So I'm going to win the Super Bowl with freaking Sammy Watkins.
What are the fantasy footballs called? The Lizard King?
Lizard King. Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
I don't know either. That could be an homage to the Doors singer. May he rest in peace, the original Lizard King, Jim Morrison, but I don't know. It could be. But I like that. And then Devin Duvernay, who is going to be lining up opposite of the Rashad Bateman train, which is going to go off. I love Rashad Bateman, but you got to have a number 2 there. So in round 22, what are you going to do? And you know my team's got Gronk on it.
I saw that, and it also. So you're done. You're through rounds 22. You're also missing a kicker.
You don't have to have a kicker. You don't have to have a kicker on the MLF. If you drafted on Sleeper, you were forced to, and every week you have to start one.
Okay, explain this.
Yeah.
Another wrinkle in the interesting nuances of Scott Fishbowl League.
Yes.
So you don't. So there's not a slot for kicker on
just flex.
My Fantasy League.
It's just a flex. I'm pretty sure.
So you don't have to You don't have to start a kicker.
No. But if you're on Sleeper, you absolutely have to start one every week.
Okay.
Well, let me just say this. Tyler C. Bass, kick his ass Bass, was drafted by Denny Carter in the 9th round of our draft, which to me, I'm sorry, it's got to be a stunt, right? Like here, let me unshare that, and I'm going to share another screen because to me, this just seems.
Does he have Josh Allen? Maybe that's why he did it.
No,
he doesn't.
No. So can you guys see? Here's my guy Denny Carter. Love him. All right, hold on. Is this the right one? No, this is a different one. Okay.
The 0 RB
Master.
priest of the Twitter internet.
Yeah, he went. The pretty boy priest went. Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's the Pope. He's the Pope of 0 RB.
I love him. Right, great, good. I'm with him too. Like
he loves kickers.
Right, and so he went Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel, Michael Pittman. His receivers are bomb, right? Cam Akers. I'm with him so far.
Wait. Hold on. Where is he? What number is he?
He's this guy right here.
Okay. There we go. All right.
In on
Kirk Cousins, Justin Herbert. Okay.
Yeah. So
and he went Tyler Bass
in the 9th round. He went Tyler Bass. There's 31 RBs taken, and he thought kicker. I'm gonna go kicker right now, and then just for perspective, that's the 9th round. The next
could have grabbed Zach Ertz.
He could have grabbed Russell Gage, Mike Gesicki. No.
Michael Thomas. This
is this way. He could have gone this way. So anybody after Kenneth Walker. So Brandon Ayuk, Robert Woods, Drake London.
No, it's going this way. The first round goes to the right.
No, but the reversal, remember?
That's second round.
The 3rd round does the reversal. It messes up the order.
Oh, I don't know about that. That's another Scott Fish thing? I didn't even pay attention to that.
Because you're in the middle. You didn't notice it, but instead.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, really? They reversed the snake?
So if you look up here, right? It went like this. It started here with Josh Allen down the row, McCaffrey, Tom Brady, all down this row, and then when it got to Cooper Kupp, it reset to Derek Carr here, and so then that's all off. But here's how you can tell that Denny it was going this way because it says Russell Gage, wide receiver 39, and then Chris Olave, wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
So, but that's even crazier. With the 11th pick in the 9th round, he went Tyler Bass, and then the next place kicker was Justin Tucker in the 15th round, 6 rounds later, and only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And not everybody even has a kicker.
I'm sized I don't have to draft a kicker now. I don't want to draft a kicker.
It's also I love Denny, by the way. It's just so funny to see that kicker come off the board before his second. He had 1 kicker at one point and 1 running back.
He's the Pope. That's the Pope, dude.
We disrespect running backs in Scott Fish. You picked a kicker in the 9th round instead of a running back, bro. I love it. It's on brand. It's just so fun.
Yeah.
I think he overthought the market. Like it's like when you like buy one of those apes for like $300,000 and then the NFT market tanks and then you have to leverage it and like mortgage it for only $50,000 and you're like, this is terrible.
Maybe he just wants to give a lot of money to Libs for Kids. You know what I'm saying?
Lives for Kids. That's a great organization. Yeah. They're holding a candlelight vigil somewhere tonight, you know. Lives for Kids. Oh man, this is a great transition time, by the way. I've got a new machine. It's not going to work for us because I can't just change it immediately, but I'm going to pull up our tweets. Anybody is going to pull up on this on here for me, so I'll be able to just change the screen. But still, so funny. You're killing me, man. Okay, let's go back to screen share, and then okay, this is your first tweet, I believe.
Yeah.
This is
All right, start at the beginning. Oh, it's spoiled.
No, here we go.
Make sure you start at the beginning. All
Okay,
right.
so let's read what Warren.
Awareness level 0, drunkenness level 98, fireproof superpowers 100. This is wild.
100. And by the way, this had 485,000 likes from Warren Sharp. He's sharp, by the way, but this is probably his biggest.
Have you seen this before?
I've seen the tweet, but not from Warren Sharp's awareness level, like the scale. It's like a mad thing. It's just so funny. All right, so let's
Bummer. You already saw it.
I love it though.
I should have led with my other one.
This is pretty funny though. Let's go for it. Here we go. This guy looks so fun. Get down, sister. Cam, come put my dick on you. Yeah. Bend it. Oh yeah. Ah yeah, that was great. Look at this. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Just takes care of business.
And it keeps going back.
No need to stop the party.
Well,
that lady's like, you need to tone it down.
Stop drinking. Stop, Scott. So let's break it down. He's got two in his hands. That's a bit audacious, right? Like most people get one. He's got two. Okay, that's fine. I will
start pumping this poor lady. And then she likes it. She's like, all right.
That's not his wife, by the way. I want everyone to understand that because his wife comes in later.
I don't know if that's his wife. That could be just like
pumping fire. So, this is
good pause. Good pause. That's the video right there. Look, the fire's going right in the background.
My favorite part is that you hear a woman scream right as I paused it because
you gotta make a meme out of that right there.
All right, hold on. Let me just screenshot it because I can do it on
screenshot that right there. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Right there.
There we go. Look, there's a finger pointing right here at the fire. There's a finger down in the corner. And so he's still got a sparkler here. I don't know if he still has a sparkler in the other hand yet. Let's see. He notices it.
He's still thinking about dancing.
Drops his sparkler. He's like, I just got to move that off.
Yeah.
Stomp on that bitch. Bang in the air. And then that looks like his wife. She's like, you got to bring it down a level. Look, she's giving that. Yeah, that's a wife. Let's watch it full time.
Okay.
The scream of the woman is so great. Oh my gosh, this is somebody's husband. You're the guys laughing in the background. All the pros love him.
Oh, man.
notice no guys are coming up to him telling him to calm down, right? I'm sorry, I'm crying literally behind the shades here. True Hollywood moment. No lies. Whew, I gotta tone it down real quick and bring it back. All right. My tweet, I'm putting my tweet out there. My tweet is, I mean, we talked about him earlier, but you know, I love him and you love him. But I feel like he talked a little shit about your team, particularly your team. It was directed just at your team for Scott Fish, and it was so relevant. I thought, you know, let's hear what Denny has to say about.
Oh yeah,
your team
Pope.
in particular.
The Pope.
We talked about him earlier. This is the guy who drafted the kicker. What does he think of robust RB? Right.
I want to say first, I love the running backs. And I love the receivers because, hey, look, a receiver is a receiver is a receiver. You take a receiver in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, it's the same as the first, same as the second round. They're the same, folks. They're the same. This is what the analytics geeks don't get. Our receivers are pretty much the same. Targets, whatever. Target share. These are the made-up terms. So,
Made-up terms.
I love the running backs. And I love the receivers.
That's a scary way to end it, by the way.
Yeah.
In the year of our Lord, in front of children, you know. So, I think you're winning this one. I'm gonna punch you up on the button. I just punch up, and a new tweeter comes.
Make sure this one starts at the beginning too.
I will.
This is from a New York City. So only in New York City is what it says.
All right, let's enjoy New York.
Give me my fucking bag. What is wrong with you? What the fuck? What the fuck? Get the fuck off of me. What are you doing? Give me my fucking bag. What is wrong with you? What the fuck?
If you're listening, this is a video, a real video that someone captured of a New York subway, and there is a little person dressed up as a Chucky doll trying to rob people. He's trying to grab this woman, and this really happened. And this is the state of big city life in the year of our Lord 2022 in the United States of America.
I wanted to just show there's an account out there called the Commanders on Twitter. I'm sorry, on Instagram. On Twitter too, but on Instagram, I think he got 13,000 followers, right? They lifted, stole, used, copied, whatever. I love it. The content that I created a couple months ago, where I said that this was Kyler Murray driving to the stadium, they used that video and then they retweeted or they recreated it out here, and it's got 2,500 likes on Instagram. And so I think this is not a tweet, but I thought it was pretty cool when your content gets copied, and
that's the dream.
Yeah, it doesn't happen that often when your video that you created, that you went and found on the internet somewhere deep in the recesses of them, and then you put it to music and you set it up on TikTok, and then you put it on Instagram and Twitter, and you did the whole thing. Somebody else to find that, then repurpose it and change it just a little bit. Oh, it feels so good. It's just like you've come to the master. I told him I love what you did. I love that you stole my work. Like, congratulations. He's like, I didn't steal it. I was like, no, you understand. I'm flattered. Like, you didn't steal. You repurposed. I love it. So.
Oh, so you interacted with them?
I did. I followed him. He followed me, and then I followed him on Twitter and everything. So he only's got like 50 followers on Twitter. So maybe I can help him. I'm about to hit 10K this summer.
Nice.
And I'm about 300 and something away. What are you gonna do?
That's crazy.
It's crazy. God bless every one of you who has to deal with me including my wife, my family, my kids. Most of them are not here right now, which is the reason we're doing this show. So wrapping it up, man, this is great. We're going to be coming at you soon. August is coming right around the corner, man. We're going to be doing shows in August, revealing our top rounds like we like to go down. The first round, second round, couple rounds. We like to break it down all the way to the later rounds. Kickers, I don't know. But we also are going to be at the Fantasy Expo this year. We're rooming with Bo and Jorge. We might not be able to hang out, but we'll be at the Hilton Suites, which is going to be nice. I'm excited about that. And we'll be hanging out at the Expo the whole time, though, and then going back to the suites. But it's going to be so much fun. And this is your first time and my first time. So please,
so excited.
Yeah, please come say
You
hi.
bought your ticket yet?
I'll do it right now. I'll do it.
Do it right now.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I've been doing everything for my wife. Like, I'm a chauffeur this summer. I'm taking people everywhere. I run around my dog all the time.
I don't think that they're gonna run out, but I just make sure
I'm just gonna do it. Yeah. It's all the things I have to do. So, but I do want to say, and I'm gonna end this. This is a shout out to my guy Pat Mayo and JL. They talked about kind of deals you could get on different tools to help your fantasy football broadcast, your studio, all that kind of stuff become better. Got a nice light that's up there now. And then this is the little bad boy that I was talking about. And then once I get my other TV hooked up, my basement is awesome now. I've hooked it all up.
So cool.
All the wires are cool on this TV behind me. And so I just take my computer over there and plug it in or whatever. I need to get another wire to connect to my other monitor, which is my other TV. So, but that's why I couldn't really change as quickly as I wanted. But I could just, when we get the show next time, it would be popping them up as we go really easily without having to change because of this bad boy. All the music, all that kind of good stuff. So shout out those guys. I'm excited, man. We're going to get some real production value out of this season. And we're also going to give you some good fantasy football rankings and help you win your fantasy leagues. I won about $1,000 last year. And I'm hoping that I can win another G this year and help people win. And I mean, you've won multiple thousands of dollars over the years. So we're not millionaires yet, but we're building the bankroll.
Yep. We're in it to win it. So it's good to finally be delving into fantasy at the end of July because it is coming up.
Oh man, I'm so excited. All right, before we get out of here, anything else you want people to tell you? I mean, follow him over at the Ralph Macho on Twitter.
I'm the Ralph Macho. I've been stuck at 670 followers for like 2 years now. So any followers, much love. I'm also stuck at 5,000 follows. So I don't know if I'll be able to follow you back. I don't think I'm doing a great job advertising for myself right now. But help a brother out. Let me get to 1,700. I've literally been stuck 30 followers away from 1,700 for I don't know, 2 years. I had close to 3,000 at one point, but apparently they were all bots and they're gone now. And I'm getting some more bots. I was stuck I'm excited to get some bots. Send them my way, man.
You need to. Here's the thing.
They're always OnlyFans accounts, but whatever.
Here's what you do. Go on the hashtag ScottFishBowl12 and just follow lots of people on that. Then they'll follow you back. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't. Oh yeah,
I'm stuck.
Okay, go through and unfollow about 1,000 people.
Such a pain in the butt, dude.
I do it regularly. People who are
I know.
Stuff you gotta clean your feed. But anyway, please come bother us at the Fantasy Expo if you are fans of the Millionaires. Come see us for sure.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. And then I think you always say it, best. Peace and love.
Peace and love, yo. Yeah.
Peace and love. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace and love.